What up, y'all? Research here, bringing you some Discovery, Search, and Destroy. Alright, so not my best score, blah blah blah. The whole point of this video is I told the sub who had written on one of my other videos that I would try and give some strategy, make a video for it. I had some ideas about going into theater mode and stuff, but it seemed a little bit too slow paced, and I don't want to lose any attention either. So, obviously to all you S&D All-Stars out there, this is just no big a deal. But he had asked a question kind of regarding here's an example of what you don't do. So don't do that. Running into an open spot like that is absolutely ridiculous, particularly when you have a teammate sitting in front of you. It's a quick two-piece, and all of a sudden your team's down 2v4. So, um, but yeah, and just to mention as well, the other team did. It was 3 out of 4 players were together, and then a fourth came in, and he wasn't bad either. So they ended up working well. But yeah, he had asked for, he said run dubs and what should you do? Should you sit by the bomb? Should you find a route? Blah blah blah. And in this example, you saw that I took shots there. I knew the team was communicating and they were talking. And so what I did is I tried to push down the other side. And there's a good kill right there. I got lucky, but, not really. I had moved, caught him out of position, and he wasn't expecting me at all. And so now I'm in a 1v1 situation. You just want to be slow and patient. Some people would disagree, and in fact, I'm not going to tell you that being slow and patient is always the best way to do it in this particular instance. Maybe I should have planned it sooner than I did. You got to do what works for you and work within your confines and what it is that what works well for you. You know what I mean? Like, what kind of player are you? So, go for the plan here. I don't know what happens, so bear with me. I spin here. Obviously, by now everybody knows you spin. You do not hear the bomb buttons, blah blah blah. Yeah. So honestly, I don't know if this is a good gameplay or not, but again, this team, they were a little bit more tactical than you find in most pubs, meaning like they weren't just bum rushing everybody. Treyarch has just got this thing for making games where people just rush people, and at least they got the kill, so finished up the clutch. But maybe that's a good example of what it is that you do in a clutch situation. Again, I don't want to get into standards because everybody does it different, but I try to remain to the outside of the map. I try to stay opposite of what the team's going to think you're going to do. I never use a suppressor, and so when I show up on the radar, I try to move as quickly as possible from that position. Sometimes that's a bad thing. Sometimes when you do that, sometimes it's best just to sit still for a minute. So, anyway, let's just go to this round right here. I'm sitting back. I don't know what they're going to do. I don't know how aggressive they're going to be, where they're going to go, what kind of routes they're going to take. That's a big thing, too, is thinking about route times. So, from when you spawn, X amount of seconds later, where will you be? Is it a good cutoff point? Do you have a good head glitch? Is there a position that you can overtake somebody? And see me checking that head glitch right there. Big head glitch in S&D, or any game type for that matter. It's a big spot, so keep your eye on it. I see that guy, go for him, got him. See I moving around back. Nobody's covering this backside, and so my main goal here is to get over here to make sure I try and cut off anybody getting through. Don't know if it works or not, but that's the whole idea. Watching that backside, checking that side, going up top here, gonna check mid. Even though I have a teammate there, in pubs, don't never trust your teammates. He just got shit on. So I think it's 1v3, and I can't be sure. Yeah, 1v2. I don't know that I clutch it or not, but there's an example of somebody being stupid. This team's just smarter than than my teammates. They're sitting there, and it's S&D. That's your job. It's what you do. In fact, I do think I see somebody over here down to my left in a moment. Yeah, he crouch walks. I don't take the shot. It's important that you realize that. Take the shot you can hit. It's a hard habit to get into, but you don't want to give up your position unless you're guaranteed a kill, because then now 2 people know where you're at. So if it translates into GB, that's even bigger. Never ever take the shot unless you're sure you can kill. I don't do it perfectly, but it's something I've definitely practiced, because normally I would try to take that first split-second shot that I would have missed. And he spun shots to his head, of course. Thanks, Treyarch, for theater mode. As nice as theater mode can be, it's a fucking disaster when it comes to connections. So yeah. So I took that shot. Maybe I shouldn't have, but I did take the shot. So I'm going to try and plant here. I don't know if I get it. Yeah, I do. I think what he was expecting was me to go up and basically just rush them and try to get the kill that way. But I go top tower here, and I don't know if what happens here. I think he might pre-fire through this glass, so I just kind of tuck in the corner for a second. I'm trying to figure out where a good spot is. Yeah, now I'm trying to figure out a good spot where I can lay low. Again, this is one of the very first times that I played S&D solo, team tac, but and yeah. So we're waiting here, and I'm pretty sure he comes to this doorway. I see him, and again I wait for the shot. He should be coming through here. I'll see him on my crosshairs. There he is, right there. I wait for the clean shot. I wait. Get him.
Good job, team. Get ready.
So that's something to keep in mind too. Is just be patient when you're gonna take the shot. Make sure you have the kill before you take the shot. And I don't even know what I'm at for a score right now, but you'll know better than I will by being able to see it. Again, I'm doing all this in Vegas, so it's yeah, I can't see it. But no, I'm just trying to move up my position a little bit. That's another big thing. Keep moving your position up. Do not go to the same place twice. Or if you do, have a reason for doing it. Like there, you know. Another example. I mean, I stuck to the same area, but I came out to a different spot where the player did not expect me to be. And that's really important. You know, it's really important to continue to change it up so that they cannot develop a habit or a pattern. Because then, you know, if you kill the first guy, you know, when you get there, the next guy's they're gonna be basically gonna double stack it. Horrible nade here. Right off the radar with a satellite. So, yeah. Again, the reason I picked this match is because it was a little bit more slow-paced, and it would be this would be more consistent with what you would think a competitive gameplay would look like. I just haven't really had a lot of time to do it. I do have a dubs match I'm going to post too with Justice. I debated on whether or not to do commentary on it, but you know, dude, how can you want to do commentary over Justice's beautiful songbird voice? You know what I'm saying? It's not feasible to me. You know, like when Justice speaks, birds sing. You know, and fucking goddamn fucking. Oh, I hate fucking spaz knives, dude. That shit drives me up the wall. I thought I'd heard him over there, and I was going around to check it, and I tried to halo jump, and it didn't work, and I got shit on. So. That's another example. Maybe there's something to talk about there.
Complete the mission. Only one left.
What I should have done was sit there. I should have had some patience, and I should have just covered the back flank, you know, and I didn't. And luckily, this kid gets lucky. Kid almost turned on him. So, and I don't think we sweep these guys. So, anyway. Yeah, patience would have been a virtue there, and I missed my opportunity. So that's the way it goes. Here we go on defense. Now here's an example. I'm going to learn what the other team does from this round, right? I'm going to learn where they're going to go. I naded mid. Nothing happened. I stunned. Don't know if I get a hit marker. Don't think I do. Yeah, I move forward. Now I'm going to check that back left window. Just make sure. Because these guys were really, again, they were slow pace. And, yeah, I'm taking this round to learn what they do. Because I have my own personal habits and places I go, but that doesn't really matter. And then now I realize this is just a straight A rush. And me being stupid, I come up, I hear the bomb being planted, and I run out and I get nailed. I just wanted to be aggressive. I wanted to get out there and stop the bomb plant, you know, and they had it covered. So, that's the way it goes. You know, you get to watch my teammate absolutely fail. Yeah. But, what are you going to do, you know? And so I learned from that. Where this would differ from a competitive match coming up next round is the fact that these guys just wouldn't, in all likelihood, go back to the same bomb site. Unless they had a straight, perfect rush that worked every time. It's unlikely that they'd make the same play. Maybe like on Wasteland on Modern Warfare 2, where the A plant, that's the one. You know, it's almost too easy to get. But so you'll see here is I just kind of take note of what happened, and I make my way to A. Now it's going to be a bit campy, but the whole idea behind me pushing over this direction is the fact that I can basically cover A bomb all the way back here by myself. Because obviously my teammates aren't participating too much. Thank God they won one round. That was nice, you know. But basically what I'm doing is sitting back here to make sure that they can't see me. I don't want them to see my head pop up. You know what I mean? I'm popping up from time to time. It's best if they don't know you're there, right? And I'm checking my... Another thing too is you'll get an instinct as you play more about looking behind you. And it'll be for multiple times when you're like, I'm going to check behind me, I'm going to check behind me, I'm going to check behind me, and then shank. It'll just become instinct, and you'll want to check. I should probably check more often than I do, you know. I saw that guy run out. And unfortunately, I hit my Xbox button right there, and that's why I paused for a second. But
Bomb is armed.
and of course, they did plant today, and I missed it, and I'm pissed at myself right here. And I do see this guy, and I get him with the very last bullet. And I think there's still one up. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure there's one up. I think I see him right here.
Spy plane ready for deployment.
And then these douchebags defuse the bomb. And that's it. So hopefully that helps a little bit. I'll bring more to it. I'll bring more to the table with this. But this is just an example of a more tactical pub match. And maybe something for you to reference. Just the style of play. Maybe put into practice for yourself. But I'll bring some more vids soon and keep going on it and touching on it. So much obliged. Appreciate you watching. Thank you, people. Love you. Research. Vamonos.